Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day and happy Monday. My people, make wanna see what in the happen. You know, when we keep crying, shouting on top of our voice that US, UK, France, and other Western allies are the problem of BIAFRANS and also the problem of the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria, who think that all these countries are helping them, but indirectly they are also killing them. As you may ought to be. So make on listen to this news coming for the CIRF, according to the information reaching me here. CIRF. It stands for the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. This is a USCIRF. What this one is trying to stipulate is about the ongoing religious cleansing that is taking place in Nigeria and other countries like India. But as the case may have it, these two countries they called now. The U.S. Congress omitted their names from the watch list. Instead, they added Azerbaijan there. Because why? Because Nigeria have already bribed these people with 2 shipload of crude oil. That is the information reaching me here now. And tomorrow somebody will come out and tell me that US is practicing a democracy. Democracy my foot. That democracy nothing like democracy in this life, and nothing like democracy in the United States of nonsense. That is the way I see it. If you people cannot include Nigerian names in the watch list of the countries that have been brutalizing Christians, even trying to make Nigeria a one-state religion, whereby Nigeria they say that they are practicing the so-called nonsense democracy. Anyway, this one is what even called for concern. And as I'm talking to you now, the disintegration of Nigeria is still on progress, and that is what gave birth to the new BIAFRANS. And as I'm talking to you, my dear, 2024, it is Biafra or nothing. That this so-called US must surely smell their own. That is insane. How you see any? Make I not use the full language, but they must surely what do they call it? They must surely smell their own ike, because the nonsense is getting too much. When Britain hold the power, it later get up from them. The same thing with the Republic of Germany. Now US have been misbehaving, and very soon they will lose that war power because they have been using it to do nonsense. Under this the watch of so-called Joe Biden, a lot of things have gone wrong. The US in the streets now, everybody are brutalizing anyone. You see anybody without any cause, you begin to beat that person, shoot that person, kill that person, maim that person, massacre that person. In a slight provocation in US now, people take arms and begin to fight. Not simply because of the mistake they made of demoting Trump and electing somebody who can't even stand like the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria president, that always falling every now and then. Anyway, my people, please, I don't want to talk much. I want you to hear as we read all these things. Okay, USCIRF calls for congressional hearing after State Department fails to designate Nigeria and India as countries of particular concern. Instead, Azerbaijan was added to the State Department special watch list. Nigeria is supposed to be number 1 because from 2023, beginning of 2023 to the end of 2023, the Christians that are being killed in Nigeria for nothing's sake. The other one, they said it was a mistake that 2 bombs exploded. Do you know that today nobody's talking about that bomb again? Nobody's talking about the bomb explosion. No single person was arrested whatsoever. The other day, they said it was a massacre, that they went and killed 17 local governments have been attacked in Plateau State. And they said it's a massacre, that people have been arrested. We didn't see any face on social media. But arrest a single criminal in Biafra land now, the whole social media, the whole what they call it, the whole radio station, the whole radio house, we have the pictures everywhere. And you said we are doing one Nigeria. That one Nigeria, and I ain't gonna kill all of us. Anyway, my people, I beg you, if you like this message, share it, comment on it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Whether you like it or you don't like it, because if you don't like it, someone out there that you share it to might like it. So, but it is very, very important you share this message, whether you like it or not. The United States Commission on International Religious Freedom 73N Capitol Street, New West, Suit A714, Washington, D.C., 2041. You get the point now, eh? Okay, let us read in between the lines. Washington, D.C., the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, which is a USCIRF, calls for a congressional hearing after reiterating its extreme disappointment that the U.S. Department of State yet again failed to designate Nigeria and India as countries of particular concern, which is a CPC, despite both countries repeatedly meeting the legal standard. Despite this disappointment, the USCIRF welcomed the State Department decision to include Azerbaijan on its special watch list, SWL, for committing or tolerating several violations of religious freedom pursuant to the International Religious Freedom Act, IRFA. I hope you are taking note, right? There's no justification as to why the State Department did not designate Nigeria or India as a country of particular concern. Well, it may interest you to know that 2 ship load of oil have gone to these people who are supposed to take record of all this. That is why Nigerian names and India have been omitted from it. According to a demo, he said, despite its own reporting and statements, USCIRF calls on the Congress to convene public hearing on the failure of the State Department to follow our recommendations, said USCIRF Chairman Abraham Kopa and Vice Chairman Frederick A. Dave. These are the problems we are facing today as a country, as a nation, as individuals in this Africa. Days after Christmas, hundreds of Christians were killed in Nigeria, along with their pastor. This is just the latest example of deadly violence against religious communities in Nigeria that even the State Department has condemned. The majority of commissioners have traveled to Nigeria and noted that the threats to freedom of religion or belief and the deadly implications of religious communities, stated USCIRF Chair Cooper and Vice Chair Devi. According to them, in India, in addition to the perpetuating egregious religious freedom violations within its borders, the government has increased its transnational repression activities targeting religious minorities abroad and those advocating on their behalf. This one is happening in India, the same thing with Nigeria. USCIRF rejects the State Department decision to meet Nigeria and India as a country, as a CPC. You understand me? We met with the State Department on many occasions to sound the alarm about these countries, but not at all of our recommendations have been followed. We will not be deterred and we continue our role as a congressional mandated watchdog to ensure the U.S. Government prioritizes religious freedom as a key component of U.S. foreign policy, they added. In another development, the State Department designated 12 countries as CPCS: Burma, China, Cuba, Eritrea, Iran, Nicaragua, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan, which kind of country is this one? Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan. Furthermore, the State Department again issued waivers on sanctions for Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan in its 2023 annual report. USCIRF recommended the redesignation of 12 countries without any waivers and also recommended CPC designation for Afghanistan, India, Nigeria, Syria, and also Vietnam. The State Department placed Algeria, Azerbaijan, the Central African Republic, CAR, Comoros, and Vietnam on its SWL. USCIRF recommended in its 2020 annual report that Algeria, Azerbaijan, and Central African Republic be placed on SWL, in addition to Egypt, Indonesia, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Turkey, and Uzbekistan. According to USCIRF, acknowledges the State Department accepted our recommendation to include Azerbaijan on its SWL. At the same time, United States Commission or United States Congress is disappointed that the State Department did not include our other recommendations for CPC or SWL. Though Vietnam is included on its special watch list, USCIRF, according to them, strongly believes Vietnam should be designated a CPC based on the State Department only reporting on the government's religious freedom violations. In other development, Chair Cooper and Vice Chair, which is Davy, of the USCIRF, formally request a detailed justification by the State Department as to why our policy recommendations were not fully implemented, including lifting the waivers. The State Department also designated 8 EPCs, which are non-state actors that engage in particular severe violation of religious freedom pursuant to IRFA. USCIRF recommended the designations of 7 of these actors in its 2023 annual report: Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, Hayat Tahrir, Al-Salam, HTS. They holds its ISIS, Sahel, formerly known as Islamic State in the Greater Sahara of ISGS. According to the news, Islamic State in West African province, ISWAP, also referred to as ISIS West Africa, and Jamaat Nar al-Islam wal Muslimin, that's JNIM. Since the issuance of its 2023 annual report, USCIRF has consistently shared its recommendations with the U.S. Department of State and Congress in early December of 2023. The U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom is an independent, bipartisan federal government entity established by the U.S. Congress to monitor, analyze, and report on religious freedom abroad. USCIRF makes the foreign policy recommendations to the President, the Secretary of the State, to interview a commissioner. Please contact State and Congress intended to tackle religious persecutions and promote freedom of religion and belief. To interview a commissioner, please contact USCIRF at media@uscirf.gov. Publisher of this message is Annie Kings. You get the point now, And the broadcaster is Okute Daily Talk of Okute Channel Televisions. Anyway, my wonderful people, now hear me go take back break. Make a like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Whatever you feel about this message, if you think we are doing well, please drop it at the comment section. And we think that not we, if you think that the U.S. Congress are doing well to make sure that they put Nigeria where they belong, drop it at the comment section. If you think they are not doing well, just write your recommendations. If you think people are not watching you, then you made a mistake. Professionally, internationally, locally, they are watching this content, are watching this channel, and they are taking a record of every comment being dropped at the comment section. So please let us be civic in our approach each time we are commenting, because it is very, very important and very, very necessary. Do not say that nobody knows you. That is why you can come up with any kind name and begin to comment whatever you like, my dear. They will know you when the time is right. Just be civic or be civil in your approach. That's the only thing I can tell you. Drop your point and make it clear to a layman's understanding. Where my people, make gonna enjoy. I'll be right back. Bye for now.